Hello, class 8. How are you? So, today in our science topic, we are going to start metal and non-metal. This chapter from NCERT, materials, metal and non-metal. So, before starting this chapter, some general fact related to the metal and non-metal I am going to describe you. This is some basic thing. All of you know that matter. You know what is the definition of matter? You already know the substance which can occupy a space and have some masses, and also they can be recognized by our eyesight, or we can say that they can be feel or sensible. They are sensible. That is called matter. So matters are divided into two types: physically occurrence and chemically occurrence. Physically means you can see overall from the like their occurrence, like solid object, liquid object and gas object, and chemically they are pure and mixture. And when you divide pure and mixture into other parts, like pure divided into two parts, element and compound. So here is the topic, that is element. We are going to read about the element. So what is element? So elements are that which are made of only one kind of atom. You already know the what is the atom. It is the constituent particle of any matter, that is called atom. So atom, only one kind of atoms, the substance made are called element. We can also describe element as the substance which cannot be broken down into two simpler substance by chemically or physically method. They are called elements. And in generally 92 elements are known by us. Among them 70 are metal, 69 are solid state, and one of them is liquid state, that is mercury. Out of 92, 70 are metal and 22 are non-metal. In 22 non-metals, 10 are in solid state, 1 is in liquid state, and remaining are in gaseous state. So, in this chapter we are going to read about metal and non-metal, and we can describe metal and non-metal according to their properties, that is the general properties. So in your book here is given that the physical properties of metal and non-metal. So physical means you can just see, you are not you can only just observe what is happening there. So we can say that characteristic of metals, or they are called general physical nature of matter, or physically properties of matter. So we all know that metals are solid, they are hard in nature. Non-metals also in hard in nature, but they are not malleable. Metals are malleable or ductile. So what you say, what do you mean by malleable? Malleable means a substance that can be beaten into sheet, and ductile means the substance which can be converted into wire. So that is called that is malleable and ductile. So metals are malleable and ductile. You can see steels are beaten and converted into thin sheeted. We can converted aluminum wire. So non-metals are not ductile or non-malleable. They are in brittle nature. Brittle means when we heat it with the hammer, they will broken down into the pieces. Okay. So some examples of non-metals are carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine. All are this. And the metals are nickel, cobalt, tin, calcium, lead, chromium, zinc, aluminium, copper, iron, etc. So now metals are also a good conductor of heat and electricity. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Metal are sonorous, metal are hard, lustrous. So you can see here in the book. Now chemical properties of metal and non-metal. So you can just see here what happen when copper vessel is exposed to moisture. Have you seen iron rod kept into the sunlight or in the presence of water? They get rusted. You have already read into the class 7 that iron exposed into the moisture or in water, they brownish layer come into the surface, that is known as rusting. So these all are chemically occurrence, chemically change. So we can also difference between non and metal on the basis of chemical changes or chemical reactions. So hope you understand this topic and just read this. After that I will make you clear about all the topic for in the copy, because in the book there are lots of equations are not given, and here is the testing of nature of rust, you can also test. So in the next chapter I will discuss how the chemical reactions will happen in the presence of oxygen, in the presence of water, in the presence of acid and base, and and other reaction also. We will discuss about the displacement reaction, we will discuss about the reactivity series on which they are reacted to each other. So hope you just read this and follow this link. Thank you.